All right. Welcome to May. You know what time it is.
Wild card, bitches! Yeah!
Hello. Thank you for stopping by another edition of the Massachusetts Beer Reviews and Company's Wild Card Wednesday. And yes, I have the date right. It is the 1st of May. Yes, it is. Happy May Day. Only admittance fee here for the Wild Card Wednesdays. Only admittance fee is a beverage. Please bring a beer, wine, or spirit. Really, any adult beverage you want to discuss. And let's have some good old-fashioned fun. As I like to say, don't be a douche. Check the baggage at the baggage claim before you come in. That's about it. Yeah. Solange. And I hope the products are delicious. All right. So if you've never been here, we're going to do 4 different rounds going through all the panelists. The first round is going to be a presentation and pouring of whatever beer, wine, or spirit or adult beverage you're bringing. Second round will be the review portion only. Save the scoring or the grading and or your final thoughts for that round 3, that next round 3, and then round 4 is going to be talking about your YouTube channel, and if there's anybody on the YouTube platform we should be checking out and subscribing to. So without further ado, let's introduce everybody on this great panel. I'm sure you've seen them all, but here they are. From New Jersey, the one and only Alex, the beer master.
What is up, everybody? Cheers.
From Mouse, come on. From the great state of Rhode Island, we have Tanner with the East Coast Liquor Reviews.
What is that from, everybody? Cheers.
Below him, coming back to the screen from New Hampshire himself, Pumpy.
Had to give the dogs their treats.
Pumpy is observant. And
bit my thumb.
The nose of knowledge, the home brewer of the Bubble Gut Craft Beer, one and only from the state of Oregon, the Beer Man.
Hey, hello. Cheers.
And I'm starting to get a cold of all damn things with a stuffed up nose. This is Thomas Middleton.
Yeah, so am I. So
right time for a vacation.
Absolutely.
For your Massachusetts beer reviews. Very good. All right. So let's start that round 1 with a presentation and pouring of your beer, wine, or spirit. Alex, the beer master, take it away.
We got Shipbot from New Jersey Brewery, and it is Blueberry Wheat Ale. I had this before a while ago, a long time ago, but I don't know if I had it on here. But either way, it's a good one, and I just don't really drink any stouts for a while. It's just not the season, but I might get some stouts, but I'm going to be drinking unless I'm in the mood for them. But yeah, let's pour them up. Let's pour this up.
Shall we?
Hell yeah, shall we?
Whoa.
Ooh. That's a nice frothy head, all that good stuff. But I'll give you the taste, smell, all this. But it's a 4-finger head, but I'll give you all the other stuff next time around. Appreciate
What
you.
was the name of that beer again, Alex? I'm looking it up.
It is. Chip Bottom Brewery. And it's a blueberry wheat ale, and it's from New Jersey.
What's the date on the can? No, I'm just kidding.
Last Friday. No, I don't know.
I did get it. I just
Checking my
had it.
Google search for the voice thing.
Oh,
Look up what you say.
Well, very good. Well, let's go over to a Tanner for his presentation.
All right. Cheers, everyone. So this beer is from Proclamation. I'm pretty sure I've had this beer on draft. I don't know if I've had the can. I know I've never reviewed it on my channel. This is their orange minus yellow. So it's Proclamation Ale Company. It's their hoppy red ale.
Okay.
So there's $4 for this can. And it was canned, it says Red Flags 1/26/2024. So pretty fresh for a red ale. We're looking at 7% alcohol by volume. Proclamation Ale Company, Warwick, Rhode Island. You want to check them out, you go to proclamationale.com. See, there's the date there. All right. So let's crack this open. Okay. Pour it up in our Trillium snifter.
Heck yeah.
Oh,
That looks bad.
wasn't expecting that.
Woo!
Oh,
Is that
There's a lot of
whiskey?
floaties in there.
Take a look.
That looks dark. I was gonna say, I hope it's not oxidized.
That's
Pretty dark.
like an oxidized brew.
It's like hazy copper. Yeah. We'll see what that's all about next round. Cheers. It
Interesting.
does, doesn't it? It looks weird.
Wait a minute.
Totally looks weird.
All right.
That's better, actually, back there.
Review coming up. Stay tuned, everybody. That looks
Tanner, was that a brown?
Right.
Was that a brown ale?
It's a hoppy red ale.
Okay,
Yeah,
Happy
seriously.
pond
red ale.
water. All right.
close enough.
All right, bumpyisms.
All right, from Kettlehead Brewing Company, I've got Disco Flex.
Nice.
Woo.
What?
That's going to come up as a belch later on.
Let's go disco.
It says dance something. This was canned 4:30. That's impossible,
4:30. That's pretty fresh.
dude.
Oh,
I
yeah.
got this the day that it was
that's like
brewed.
2 days old, man. A day
Yeah,
old.
I just went to the Packy on Tuesday.
wow.
That would have
Fast.
been 4:30, right?
Yeah.
Wow. They got this thing like right into the store. So, all right. I got the Disco Flex from the Packy. It's only a couple days old, 6% ABV. Let's go ahead and crack this thing open.
Heck yeah.
I believe
Give it a
it's the
pour.
freshest I've ever heard.
Unless it's from last year. I mean, the year is smudged. So
Looks juicy.
Let's see.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's got a nice tight-ish white head, and it's that kind of straw yellow and
Oh, not
hazy.
mine.
Opaque, can't see through it. It's a little bit of that kind of potato-esque beer.
That looks good, dude.
It's a potato.
All right. Stay tuned. Kettlehead Beer. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Bumpyisms. Rodizzle. And thank
Dave.
you, Dave Lindo. What's up, Chip?
Hell yeah.
One more.
I have done this before, but they put this out every year. It's from Boulevard Brewing Company. It was $5.50 for the bottle. No tax in Oregon, so there you go. It's
Ooh,
Boulevard Brewing Company's Plaid Habit, their Canadian whiskey barrel-aged Imperial Brown Ale. And it is an 11.9%, basically a 12% brown ale, Imperial Brown. It says to enjoy by February 4th of 25. So a little over a year from now. I'm just gonna pour it in this glass. Probably should go in something else, but
Screw it.
I'll pour it halfway. So yeah, it looks like a brown ale. Looks like a dark brown ale with a nice yellowish, like khaki colored head. Nice creamy head. Smells great. I can't wait to get into this. Cheers.
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 Cool.
Man.
All right, thanks, beer man. Cool beans. All right, let's order the cart here. The way you all came in. There you are. All right. Before this New Jersey trip, I'm taking to see Alex and legendary Alex Beermaster and legendary BJ Taylor. Went and gassed up the car, got some dollar bills, yo, and went to the liquor store to see if there's anything else I needed to pick up before I go. I did get a couple of different 4-packs that sounded interesting. One thing I saw, and I thought I was hearing some rumbles about it online recently, being in some various different markets, so I had to buy it. I think it was $35.
Holy crap.
We got a single barrel bourbon to discuss. This is the Eva Williams single barrel.
Ooh,
Nice.
nice.
That recently came back onto the market after going, I don't know when they started doing it, but after it went to a Kentucky state exclusive bottle. So that's pretty cool to see that. Yeah, it was around the $34.99 price point. Barreled on the 6th of October 2015, barrel number 487, and was bottled on the 4th of March, Pi Day, 2024. So we have a 9-year-old bourbon.
Nice.
Very, very, very cool. And it's 34. Dyslexia, 43.3% ABV. That's 86.6 proof. And I did take some of the what do you call that? The wax off because it was pretty thick, and I didn't want to be here for 5 minutes trying to tear it off. So let's see what this is all about, I guess. Shall we?
Hell yeah. Shall we, please?
Let's take a look at the color really quickly. Put the cap back on that. Real cork. Here we are. We got a nice light golden honey appearance. Kind of caramel Werther's looking. Nice, good looking stuff. This will be the neck pour that we will try on camera. See what it's like.
Awesome.
Cheers. All right. We're going to go to round 2 now. Oh, 3. We're going to go to round 2 now and start with our review portion of the show. Back up with Alex, the beer master, and his blueberry.
Round 2 now.
Yes. So that's what we got here. I'm looking forward to having it. I've had it a while ago, like I said. So let's get into the smell. I mean, I'm hoping they made real blueberries in this. I think they did. Before we do that, I'm losing my mind. Got a nice copper color. It's a little bit hazy because of the wet stuff on here. What it's called? I can't remember the name.
Condensation.
Thank you, condensation. Yes, thank you. So that's what's going on there. There's no carbonation. I can see there might be some carbonation, but I don't see that. But it looks delicious. There's just one little finger head. I mean, obviously, like a nail with a drop. And let's get into the smell, shall we?
Nosers.
That smells like blueberries. That's what you want. Like, it's kind of similar to the beer that Pumpy got me. And I got that twice.
Good one.
What's that?
I said, I hope it was a good one.
Yeah, it was the I got it twice. Remember the one?
V's.
Yes, Mrs. B's. Yes,
from Moat Mountain Brewing.
Yeah, that's a good beer. I like
that's
that
good
one.
stuff. That's good stuff because I had it from when you were here, and I got it when I went up there. So yeah, trust me, I'm going when I go back up there again. I'm going to get it again. That stuff's heaven. So it's kind of similar. And I think what it said on the can, I think it's 90 blueberries. I think.
Wow.
I think Mr. Bumpy, would you agree on that? I remember. I think it's 90. I don't remember.
It was like 9. Yeah,
Exactly
9
90
tons
blueberries.
of. I know it was a lot.
Yeah, something like that, and it was really good. So yeah,
not 9 tons of blueberries. So.
I've been. I don't remember, but it's close to that. Yeah, I remember seeing that number. But yeah, it smells like that. It smells like real blueberries.
It's a real blueberry.
It smells very sweet, as a blueberry should be sweet. Although some blueberries are not, as we all know. Yeah, it kind of smells like a blueberry pie, if you know what I mean, like a fresh blueberry pie. And that's what you want in these kind of things. You don't want fake. I'm not trying to be mean, even though breweries do have good stuff. You don't want fake stuff. It's good. It looks delicious. Smells delicious. And that's what I want. Let's get into the taste, shall we?
Let's
Shell.
taste it.
Please.
Cheers.
Please be delicious.
Delicious. Yes.
Or good enough. Now, don't be good enough. Be delicious.
It's very refreshing. I mean, again, these beers come out every year, during the spring, summer. and possibly the beginning of fall. So this stuff's good. So this is very refreshing. It is a 4.7 by volume, not too strong. I mean, strong enough to keep drinking it, but like get another can of it or maybe. But it's very refreshing. I think you'd be fine if you drink a couple of these. Very delicious. The mouthfeel, very crushable, not too dry. Kind of like not juicy, but it kind of has that flavor, that feel. Like it just goes down with real blueberries, and it kind of like tastes like a juiciness. It doesn't stay juicy, but it doesn't dry out your palate. That is what I want. Yes, a lot of beers do that, but they have a lot of flavor as well. So I really, you just have to take good with the bad, even though because it's always good either way, regardless what beer it is.
Facts of life.
And even if one part of the beer is not good, the other part of the beer is. So doesn't matter. But yeah.
Hello, Super Nide.
I hope that's Niger.
Yeah, that is like drinking a blueberry pie, but very fresh, like a fresh blueberry beer. I mean, like it is. It's like I said, it's a little bit of juiciness, but then it kind of dials back. But that flavor stays with you. So if you don't like a couple of times when you drink a beer, sometimes you get that burst of flavor and it disappears. No. When I'm talking here, it does not disappear. It disappears after a while, but it doesn't fully disappear. So if you like that flavor, you can still enjoy it. Yeah, that's very, very nice. I'm so happy they put this out every year. I'm very happy that BJ has this beer in his store, and that's where I got it. And it's heaven.
Year-round beer, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's a year-round beer. I don't know because it should be a year-round beer. It's a good beer. But I understand if it's not because it's like a summer beer and a fall beer and a spring beer or whatever they have it for. But yeah, let me see what other flavors, make sure. Yeah, that's it. It's like a crushable beer. So if you guys can get it, please do. And check it out. Good stuff.
Bro.
Although you might have to get it in New Jersey. I'm not sure if they distribute. I know they distribute here because it's New Jersey, but I don't know. Mr. Eric will have to play Columbo on that one. But thank you and appreciate you. Cheers.
We're gonna go to that guy now.
Yes, Mr. Tanner.
Rhode Island.
All right, so looking at Untapped, the pictures on Untapped, the consistency of this beer is completely off. This is one guy has a beer that looks like this, which looks like mine, right? So it's that brownish kind of dark with the hazy sediment floating around. And then you got these guys who this looks like it's at the brewery. Kind of looks like my Hefeweizen.
Yo, what the world?
Oh, it's something definitely different.
Here's another canned one. Same thing, hazy.
That's weird.
It's not consistent at all how they can it.
So I'm assuming, but like here's another can. And like look at the color on that one. Yeah.
Cleaner.
So the consistency of this is all over the place. It does look a lot darker. Look at like the freaking sediment at the bottom, just like all over. Yeah.
That looks like a do-over.
I wonder if it's supposed to be like that, Eric and Tanner.
Like I said, there's all different ranges of what this beer looks like. Let's go for the nose on it, though.
Please.
So we can
Yeah,
do
those are
news later on.
So it's malty and citrusy, so it's a little bit of like toffee combined with like orange peel, grapefruit. Some breadiness in there. Yeah, it's a little grassy. It's got a little bit of like a floral grassy nose. Nothing really off on the aroma. Yeah, it smells pretty solid. So for a hoppy red ale, I mean, I guess it is what this is. That would be like right around 3 months.
Oh, okay. I know what it was.
So, yeah, overall, like I said, it's got mostly malty sweetness up front, and then it's got a little bit of like citrusy fruitiness, and then kind of that like grassy, floral, flowery kind of aromatic. Let's try it out. Please be not oxidized. Cheers.
Yes, and please be delicious.
Cheers, not oxidized.
I don't get any like bad fruits, but the flavor is just like not really super crazy. I get malty sweet, some bready, some more citrusy flavor. There's a good amount of bitterness and like a drying finish, so there's like a good amount of astringency. Yeah, I don't think it doesn't taste like what I've had before. I remember having this on draft at the brewery. Yeah, this is like, you know what it is? I feel like this is all like hop resin. It's all like hop sediment. So it's like very, very bitter and dry. And there's really not enough malty sweetness to cut through the bitterness. 7% isn't noticeable. But yeah, it's I would say it's definitely kind of off. There's something that's not right about this. I don't think it's supposed to be like this. Does it taste bad though? Not really. It's just overly bitter, I think personally. It just needs that more malty, like toffee aspect to shine through. The body's good. It's got a very crisp, clean kind of water profile. But yeah, I think it's just like overly bitter. It seems like it's way too bitter for what it is. It's not like rotten fruit, like sometimes like Pumpy will say, like if it's kind of oxidized. Yeah, it's just very, very bitter. It's almost like this was the bottom of whatever they canned. Like this was the last of it, and they kind of pushed how much they should have used. They probably should have left it, and it would have came out clear. You know what I'm saying? It seems like this was like the bottom of whatever that they racked off in the cans. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You meant like you meant the bottom of the barrel wherever they were pouring.
Yeah, like
Something
all
like
the freaking Trubin shit. It seems like it's like they maybe canned more than they should have, and they probably should have cut the beer off because, like I said, this isn't supposed to look like this. This is supposed to be
no.
This is
I mean,
like
I understand.
it looks like a snow globe.
They should have had a floating dip tube.
I mean, Tanner, I understand
It's not
sentiment.
bad. It's not good though. I'm not really a big fan of it. I'll drink it. I mean, 2 beers in a row, not really too crazy, but
Tanner, I have an idea. Tanner.
Alex, what?
Is
What?
it possible you could drain it, get rid of that
Drain
sediment?
it. I'm not a scientist.
Oh man.
Science.
What's
Alright,
Scientology got to do with any of this?
Unreal.
You had to
Tom
drain it.
Cruise likes
Drain it or something.
Unreal.
Hold on, let me go get my goggles. I'll be right back.
Keep
My test tubes and my flasks.
it up, Mr. Tanner.
And I'll go get some gel for my hair. I'll spike my hair and look all crazy.
Okay. Thank you, Tanner. All right.
All
Come back.
right.
Oh, great. Hello, Bumpy.
Aroma's going far. Yeah, there's kind of a fruitiness. I'd say it's slightly stone fruit like peach, a little bit papaya-esque. From afar, there could be an overcooked pineapple. Let's get closer.
Oh my god, excuse me.
You're not excused.
It's like a like a honey and papaya and a doggy scratching.
Mm-mm.
A little bit it's kind of like a little bit of possibly a citrusy fruit to it, but this is all Rawaka, by the way. It's a 100% Rawaka pale ale. Yeah, I'd say mostly honey, papaya, or borderline tangerine.
Mm.
Cooked pineapple from afar. All right, let's dive in. Cheers.
Paro.
Please be delicious. It looks so good.
Cheers.
Cheers, Bobby.
So it's a medium body. It's got decent fizz to it. Moderately carbonated, drying on the finish. Out of the malt, it's kind of weedy, crackery. Local bubbly crackery.
So it's a New England IPA, but weedy and crackery. I don't know. It doesn't sound.
What does it say on Google?
Those are my words for next week. Yeah, it's got so that honey note kind of goes away. That's more in the aromas. So it's sweeter on the nose than what it kind of comes off with on the palate. It's a little bit diluted. Big papaya type note going on.
Is it creamy?
Slight
juicy?
peach.
Ooh.
Peach.
So papaya peach. It ends a little bit on the earthier tones. It's got like a little bit of like almost like there's a lactose or something to it. It kind of falls up in the finish, but it doesn't mention lactose in this beer. But it kind of has that powdery feel on the palate, and it's very, very drying for the finish. Bitterness. Yeah, I'd say that. I mean, the bitterness is just kind of that. It's kind of an earthy tone bitterness, lingering notes of mostly the papaya. Little zip of like lime or something too. Now that I'm talking, and it has nothing to do with my lime self that I've been drinking.
Keep it up, Mr. Pumpy.
So, yeah. I mean, the ABV is 6%. It doesn't drink like a hefty IPA or anything because it's not. But I wouldn't say it exactly drinks like a pale ale either. So, yeah. So,
why is the camera not clearing up?
It's a little bit lighter on the flavor notes. Filling though. Filling. Yeah. That's what I got to say about this Disco Flex.
Okay,
So, Mr. Bumpy, the big question is, would you buy it again?
I think they've been like doing like a lot of like AI can art or something lately.
Yeah, that's been famous lately. Yeah. But Bumpy, would you buy it again? That's the big $1 million question.
Yeah, last thoughts.
Are you gonna last thought this, huh?
I don't think I'd purchase this one again, but I would. I mean, if somebody had it in their fridge, like if I went over Tanner's, he bought a 4-pack, and we were just drinking. He was like, "Hey, you have a beer." So, like, okay, cool. It's drinkable. It's definitely a drinkable beer.
Okay.
It's not wowing. It's not an amazing beer.
Yeah.
It's better than the beer I had. It's better than the beer I had earlier on Beerman's show.
True.
Once again, I'm blurry, so go on.
Come on, Bumpy, get clearer. Come on. That's what I was about to say, but I don't want to say anything.
Project Tech.
Come on, buddy.
Close enough.
Yeah, we'll figure it out by the end of the show.
Yeah, you're right.
By the end of the show, Bumpy, we'll be as clear as spring morning. All right. The beer man himself.
Well, it's got a rim still, so we got some retention to some degree. For a big beer, that's not bad. It does have a nice, like I was saying, like a yellowish, like tan colored head. It poured at a finger, like I showed you. Dark brown. This is an imperial brown in Canadian whiskey barrels, aged 11.9.
Nice.
Can't see through it, opaque. Carbonation is a medium fast rising bubble. There is a slight little pinch of brownish like red at the bottom that I get. Yeah, well, actually there's more if you go through the light. So it's actually pretty clear. It's a clean looking stout brown, excuse me. Looks like a stout. Let's go into the nose.
It does look like a stout, actually.
Holy moly. Yeah. As far as like a fruit standing out, raisin is the big one. Raisin and big caramel, like caramelish, like toffee forward kind of smell. Raisin. Maybe a slight chocolate coming through. Little roasty, chocolatey. I wouldn't go that far though. I'm really getting blown away by the caramel and the raisin. And then you get like a little bit of like like sweet. I know Canadian whiskey was a lot sweeter. It kind of had that sweetness. There's a slight hint of barrel in this. You can get the aging feel in the nose. Oh God, man. Very caramel and yeah, I'm not gonna repeat it. Let's drink it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Please.
Cheers, and please be delicious.
There it is. Please be delicious.
Fuck. That's sweet and fruity. Raisins and plums. Raisins and plums. Kind of a cherry too. There's a bit of cherry. And it's sweet. It's like a sweet, not cloying because it does dry and it does have an alcohol dryness in the finish. There is a bit of alcohol going up the nose a bit and down the throat, a little burn.
Oh yeah.
It is almost pushing cloy though. It's like almost so sweet where you can't. There's a little maple. I'm getting. I mean, hey, go figure. It's Canadian whiskey. No, but I'm getting maple though. There was maple. I didn't mention that in the aromas as well. But like I guess the caramel and the toffee is what I was going with. But that maple really comes through. I had a bunch of waffles last night with maple syrup.
Yeah.
So it's not on my hair. I washed it off. So I know it's definitely coming out of the beer. That is definitely maple. You get a slight roast, little punch of roast coming through as well. There is a burn. I'm getting that burn getting more and more and more as I go. Almost as if you had like a shot of some Canadian whiskey. It's getting that. I'm almost getting sweaty and clammy. Like it's very hot and like, woo, there's some heat to this.
Yeah.
Very nice though. It's
my
nice.
God, Eric. Love you.
It's definitely a decadent beer. It's something that should be sipped slowly.
Sipped slowly.
Taken down easy and slow and hard and slow. No, easy and slow. Take it easy and slow.
Eric, I'm sorry. I love beer, man. He's a trip. He's something else. I know.
Sure is. Keep going.
Very fruity though. If you let it sift on your tongue, that it's almost as though you had a little box of raisins. You get those raisins, take the whole thing down and chew them up. It's like you're getting raisins, and then you're getting this sweet kind of almost cloying caramel maple, and it's really not a bad beer because that dryness takes away the cloying. Feel the sweetness, that over sweetness. So it really does work well in that aspect, but I am gonna have to take it easy with this one. So cheers. That's all I have to say. Thank you, Eric. Appreciate it.
Hey,
unless you want to go to Dream World early, then yeah, you can guzzle it and go nighty night, and you'll be golden tomorrow.
Guzzle and go nighty night.
Yes, unless we're gonna night.
When
Yes.
they turn blue, waffles turn blue. You don't want to go there.
Let's not. Okay.
If waffles turn blue, don't go there. The more you know.
Unless they have blueberries in them.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you, Beer Man.
What'd you say, Rodriguez? You see my channel getting shut down? I can't.
No channels getting shut down around here.
I'm sorry, Eric. I'm having fun. You know I'm joking around from the last time.
Well, we've been at this for right around the almost 36-minute mark. So the bourbon that I'm drinking this evening, the Eva Williams single barrel on 2015. We have a 9-year-old barreling. Bottled on Pi Day 2024. So for about that 36-minute-ish mark, it's been sitting in the glass opening up. I'm sure by now we are in the goods to in the clear to really get all the aromas and flavors. We'll see how the nosing does. This is a terrible time to be trying some whiskey and a terrible time to be going to New Jersey for different breweries and stuff. But
let me fix the nose up when you get home. When you get here, we'll fix it. Kidding.
Get over it. All right. What I can discern on the internet, the composition mash bill should be somewhere around a 78% of corn, 10% of rye, and 12% malted barley to round out the mash bill. And this cost me $35. So we talked about.
Do you smell anything? Do you smell?
Yes, I can smell. Yes.
Okay, you're good. All right, you're good.
We're gonna go through really quickly. Well, I'll put the rating scale together after on round 4. But here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use Tanner's East Coast Liquor Reviews 6-point rating scale for 100 points. Looks and aesthetics, get up to 10 points. Aroma, taste, mouthfeel, and finish, get up to 20 points. We round out with value out of 10 points. So nice looking bottle. It's got a little story on it. Not too bad. There's a little story. If you can read it. I like that it says put into oak on 2015 and then it tells you when it was bottled.
Tell us the story, Eric, please.
Oh, Jesus Christ. This bourbon was personally selected by our master distiller only after meeting his exacting standards for this vintage. Taken from a single barrel, this is the art of bourbon making at its finest. Bottled unblended with other barrels to preserve its individuality, hand numbered as a sign of its limited availability.
Nice. I'm sorry, Eric. I just want to know.
Oh. All right, aromas. Cinnamon, baking spices. Cherry. Definitely a cherry note in there. Definitely getting a vanilla note. Yeah, definitely some spice component to that. Almost like a red hot candy in that cinnamon note. Nice butteriness, if you will. Does have that Heaven Hill distillery, which makes the Eva Williams. It does have a little bit of their little nuttiness. Maybe there's a little bit of a banana note in there. Let's give it a taste. I think this is pretty. And it's 43.3% ABV, so it's not singeing the nose hairs. It's not super alcoholic, but it does have classical bourbon notes. So let's give it a taste test on camera. Cheers.
Please be delicious. Cheers.
Cheers.
Sweet overall to start. Getting a little bit of the Kentucky hug as it goes down. Yeah, I'm getting the cherry. I'm getting the cinnamon spicy note to it. I'm getting some vanilla. Trying to describe the other note. Maybe like a cinnamon roll, vanilla frosting kind of deal. Ooh.
Vanilla. I'm so happy you brought that. I'm so happy you're bringing that whiskey. I can't wait to try that.
Did I say I was doing it? I can taste the 10% rye. I can taste some rye in there. There's a little bit of a rye spice in the background.
Oh, wow.
What else? Yeah, I mean, those are really the main notes. I wouldn't say it's necessarily a simple whiskey yet in any regard, but it's very classical bourbon notes that are airing on the sweeter side of things. And if my information is correct with the 12% barley in there, I'm definitely getting more of a doughy cinnamon roll kind of an aspect in the background. So very Heaven Hill forward. There's a little bit of like that doughy or the banana nut bready kind of a thing in there, but really it's cherry forward. There's the vanilla and the cinnamon baking spice kind of notes with it. And there's a little bit of that peppery zing or that rye spice kind of zing in the finish to the bourbon. And the mouthfeel is it's not super creamy or anything like that, but it's not soft or it's not thin. I would say the mouthfeel is somewhat actually soft.
Okay.
And a medium on the mouthfeel. There is, again, the mouthfeel really, as you're trying to assess that mouthfeel, what you're really noticing is that spicy kind of a finish in there. So, and it dries relatively quickly.
So instead of creamy, it's just a soft mouthfeel, like nice and soft.
Yeah, I guess it's light, but it's not watery. Yeah, there's a lot of spicy finishing notes. It's not super long, and the value is good at $35. I think this is pretty good.
And you said that's 12%?
25 to 35. I would buy that, yeah. So anyways.
No, but Eric,
did
you say
it's the Bearmaster? Yes. What's going on? Yes.
Oh, you did say that. Okay.
So anyways, I'm gonna sit back. I have a little bit of water on the side here and contemplate how I'm gonna actually put the numbers down on paper and get back to you while we get to when we get to the end of round 4, which will be me. Give you all the numbers and the rating for the Eva Williams single barrel bourbon. Cool. So without further ado, let us go to that round 4 and start with Alex, the beer master, for a final rating of the of his blueberry wheat beer.
I still can't believe it's a 12% whiskey. It's freaking weird, but I've never even heard of that.
I didn't say 12. I said 43.3.
Oh, 43. You're good. You're safe. You're safe.
Then. Hell, 12% whiskey.
You never know this world. You never know.
Big whiskey.
Trust me, you never know with this world anymore. That'd be weird though, because let's stay in the 50s and 60s and 40s.
I could water it down to about that.
Well, you could, yeah, if you wanted to. Yeah, you're correct on that, Mr. Bumpy. Yeah, I'm gonna. That's heaven. Well, I'm gonna give it 100. You want 100? I'll give you 100. Because guess what?
That's terrible.
You really mean that 100, or are you just excited to drink that beer right now?
That's Eric. Terrible. I'm just kidding. Never mind. I'm just joking around. That's terrible. I don't know why I'm saying Eric. It's funny. Just having fun. But no, I'm excited to drink the beer because it's very refreshing. It has real fresh blueberries. I'll have to play Columbo on this tomorrow with Legendary Eric when we hang out. Unless you want to play Columbo now, it's up to you. But I think there is real blueberries. I mean, I wish it would say that, but I'm looking on the can here, and it doesn't say the word real, but it says blueberry juicy. If I read that right, blueberry juice. You know what? Not juicy, blueberry juice. So I'm thinking they do make real blueberries, but I'm not so sure because now it's juice. So I'm thinking they are using real blueberries, but they're using juice. What would you say on that, Eric, and everybody on the panel here?
The juice in those berries.
Yep.
Yes, I'm going to say they're using real blueberries then. You're right. Okay. So 100 it is. I think I only have 1 can left, or maybe 2 can left. I don't know. We'll see what happens, Mr. Eric. We'll We'll drink one of these once you get here. Maybe we'll see what mood I'm in. If I feel like drinking, but knowing me, we'll probably drink outside or something, get some fresh air or something, and have one of these maybe or whatever. We'll see what we can do. Because that's what I do with my peeps when they get here. They, give them beer.
That's not what you did with me.
Exactly. I did. We came in. You went into the kitchen and you said, "Can I have a beer?" And I said, "Hell yeah."
Well, you didn't have beer with me outside.
Well, we could have done that. Well, next time we will. As a matter of fact, next time I go to your house, we'll do a beer review at your house too, outside, not inside. Well, if it's nice out, obviously. So yeah, or we just do the beer review on the porch. Either way, it's still outside, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out when that time comes. When I hang out with you again, Mr. Bumpy. There's a will, there's a way. But yeah, that's 100. If you can get it, please. I'm gonna shut up now. I continuing on. Thank you. Cheers.
Thanks, Alex.
You're welcome, Mr.
Rhode Island now. Back to Tanner about the Proclamation beer.
This beer, I don't know. It wasn't what I had on tap. Yeah, I think there might be an issue with this beer personally, which is weird though, because I haven't really ever had any type of canning issue with Proclamation. Like I said, it doesn't taste like oxidized, but it seems like they just it's just like not filtered properly or something, or they just, like I said, they might have used more of the bottom of the batch than they should, because it doesn't look like a red ale even. It's like a brown color and it's all hazy and tons of sediment floaties in there. It's very bitter and dry, and the malty sweetness that you get from it isn't enough to cut through the dry bitterness. So it's just not really, I don't know, it's not really a good beer. I mean, I'm going to give it like a 75. I'll finish it. The ABV's hidden, 7%. It's exactly like the other one. 7% alcohol by volume. ABV's hidden, but the beer just isn't really that good. So,
Mr. Tanner,
it is what it is.
Yeah.
Do you have another beer of that? Possibly.
No, I'm not buying one either.
Okay, don't shoot me.
Nope.
I'm just asking.
Don't tell me to buy one.
Don't shoot me. What do you mean? I'm going to say buy you one? No.
Don't tell me to buy another one.
It's disgusting. No.
Nope.
It's disgusting.
Oh man.
Thank you, Tanner.
Cheers, guys.
Buy another one, Tanner.
Yeah, so this beer's all right. Yeah, I'm going to score it into that. I'm going to land it in that good, high-end good category, just under very good. So it's kind of in the higher thresh of the average brew. As I already told Alex, I probably wouldn't purchase it again, but I wouldn't mind drinking it if somebody had it on hand. Just cheers.
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 Bam. Straight to the point.
Beer man. Beer man.
Yeah, this beer is very strong, and you feel it. But to top that off, the flavors are fairly good. You know, like I like what's coming out of it. If you like this kind of thing, it's even better. It's not really, I think, my cup of tea. I like something that's a little more drinkable. I might have to pour this out because it's so strong. But it has all the flavors that I would have thought it would have had, with the Canadian whiskey involved, and then the that plummy kind of raisin. Really big on that, and the caramels. It's not too cloying, which is a bonus. It's got that dryness in the finish, so it kind of lets off the sweetness and allows you to kind of enjoy it. And if you want to get a little buzz, man, this is the way to go. It'll start your night out real quick. But something to have on the side of your actual beer, like I have now. It's kind of like drinking whiskey, a little bit of sip of whiskey with your beer. You know, have it kind of exchange it a little bit. That's what I like to do anyway. I would give this beer a probably give it like a 92 out of 100 because it's just a little too hyper for me. Like I need to I need to be able to session some beers and not get drunk really quick. So, but other than that, the flavors were good though. It's still in the A average category, so it was made very well. They did a good job with this. So, as the last one, I do remember it kind of being the same way. So their consistency is really nice. Boulevard's done some really good beers when it comes down to this type of thing. So, yeah, keep it up, Boulevard. Cheers. I know they sold out a little bit, didn't they, or something? But I don't know who bought them. But
No, Eric there might be able to tell you. I don't know.
Duvel from Belgium.
Oh my God.
yeah, I don't know. But
Belgian Duvel.
that's that. So, cheers. 92.
Right on.
Man.
Bumpy Road. Bumpy Road's friend, Beer Man. Thanks. There we go. I saved my
Oh
ass.
my God.
I did one of Alex's things. You know what that is?
That's terrible.
That's terrible.
Eric, terrible. All right. Is the
Eric, I'm
bourbon
just being a
terrible?
joke. I'm joking with you, bud.
Dad jokes. Those are reserved for Bumpy Roads. The single barrel bourbon. I think I got the notes. I think I got the score from Evan Williams, the people over at Evan Hills Distillery. I think I got all the notes and the numbering. I think I do. Looks and aesthetics. So again, 100-point rating scale. You've probably seen this before. Looks and aesthetics out of 10, I will give, which includes bottling, which includes the look of the bourbon, or your spirit, or really your beer, whatever you're reviewing. Give it an 8 out of 10. I like the bottling. I like the I don't know if I like the thick wax necessarily, but it's real cork. And it tells me when it was barreled and when it was bottled. Gives me a little story, tells me the ABV, obviously. Good information. 8 out of 10. The aromas, I'm giving a 17 out of 20. It's very sweet overall. Cinnamon, vanilla, doughy. There's some cherry, and I wrote a bit of banana nut bread. That could be.
Oh yeah.
It could just be the doughy, sweet notes coming out there too, and rye spice. Rye spice seems it's not a rye forward whiskey in its composition, but in this particular barreling, I feel like there's a spicy component overall, whether it's black pepper or rye spices is coming out. So for the taste, I'm going to give a 16 out of 20. It's same thing as the aromas for the most part. Sweet cinnamon, vanilla, doughy, cherry, a bit of banana nut bread, and that rye spice or like a black peppery kind of a spice. There's a bit of an astringency. It's got a little bit of a bitterness within the flavor. And as I was drinking on it and contemplating and then having some water on the side, I am getting some of that barrel char. So there is a smokiness or a little bit of a charred element to that barrel, which is bringing another level of complexity, but just slightly above average. Nothing to super write home about there. The mouthfeel, I'm going to give a 17 out of 20. Yeah, I'll stick there. It's medium and soft on the palate. There is body, but I'm just kind of wishing it maybe was creamier and had more of a richness to it, or like maybe more of an oily complexion or something like that. And then the finish, I'm going to give a 16 out of 20. I feel like there's a lot of that rye spice or a black peppery spice in the background. Well, at least in this particular bottling, because it's a single barrel product. So they're only taking one barrel and bottling that one particular barrel. So that's just the flavor of how that particular barrel tastes. In this particular barrel, I'm getting in the finish a lot of that rye spice or that black peppery note in the background with some astringency. And the finish wasn't really super long, so that spicy astringency didn't really last around that long, luckily, but not my favorite finish on planet Earth. And then the value, I'm going to give that an 8 out of 10. I think there's a lot of value and upsell to this, especially it being around that $35 mark that I bought it for, and it's not a super high ABV range. So if you're not really used to that stuff, give it a try. So that's an overall rating of 82 out of 100 for this particular bottling of the Evan Williams single barrel.
Oh,
Good stuff
I've
overall.
always,
But every different bottling you get of a single barrel is good of any style whiskeys or rums, anything that was barreled. Any single barreling is going to vary from barrel to
I
barrel.
was gonna say I've always thought that was priced very well too, because most single barrels nowadays aren't cheap. They're like
No, this is within reach. Yeah, the
usually
other
at least
single
around,
barreling
like,
you can
50 bucks.
buy when you see it from Heaven Hill is their Henry McKenna 10-year, which is somewhere north of 60 to 70 bucks most of the time. So for 35, for that 30 to 35, yeah, give this a shot. Anyways,
Noise.
and Eric, I guarantee you, though, if you get a double barrel, it's probably even more. I mean, because
they do double oaked. They do double oaked bourbons there. So
nice.
those are
We'll have
a
to get one.
whole different kind of a whiskey altogether.
We'll have to
But
get
hey,
one.
I'm missing some of this chat while we're talking around. We got Luke John in the chat. What's up, Luke John? Hello, sir. Anybody else we've missed in the chat? We were chatting around. That's the only man we've missed thus far. So thank you, everybody, for chatting in the chat. Appreciate it. So we're going to go on to that round 4 and round out the discussion this evening about YouTube channels. And everybody here's got a YouTube channel. Alex Beermaster, the co-host of the Wildcard Wednesday when needed. East Coast Liquor Reviews, Bumpy Ism, formerly known as Bumpy Road, and we got Beerman and Thomas Mel 75. So hit a thumbs up on this video. That would really help us. And go hit that subscribe button on this channel and everybody else's channel. And go hit the notification bell when you do that. You'll be notified when we do a premiere. You'll be notified if we go live. You'll be notified if we have a new video that we've uploaded. So without further ado, go take it away, Alex. Let us know what's going on the channel, Alex Beermaster, and any shout outs for on the YouTube platform.
Well, yes. Obviously, tomorrow night we'll be doing Alex and Friends around 10 o'clock, 10:30. We got the legendary Eric. He will tell you everything as well, and also Tanner. But either way, I'd like to preview on that. But yes, legendary Eric and legendary Tanner will be coming to New Jersey. Eric will be the first one, and then Tanner will be follow starting Friday. So either way, but beyond that, we will be. I will be doing Come Have a Beer with Alex around 8 o'clock, unless me and the legendary Eric, or me and the legendary Tanner are at a brewery, and we might just do Come Have a Beer with Alex at a brewery. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. It's 50-50. You know, it's half and half. So either way, you may have that, you may not. It all depends on that. But either way, if it's not the case, we will get back to our regular scheduled programming next Friday. But that is my plan this coming up Friday. We will be doing that with my peeps, hoping. BJ, Tanner, and Eric. Come have a beer with Alex around 8 o'clock, unless something changes with that. And then obviously Saturday, it could be live streams, it could be whatever. We don't know. I will be hanging out with Elizabeth, Tanner, and Eric on Saturday and Sunday, and then Eric obviously a little bit on Monday, because I think I'll let Tanner say where he has to say. But other than that, check it out. And then Monday, obviously, Alex and Friends around 8 o'clock. Check that out. And obviously, I may do a Tasty Tuesday with Tanner or whatever, and that's around 7 o'clock. Hoping we'll get back to the legendary BJ, Alex and BJ Tasty Tuesday, but we'll see what happens. But either way, that will happen in the next couple weeks. But I'll probably start doing Tasty Tuesday with Tanner maybe, or something like that. That would be cool if we both feel like doing that. So yeah, either way, check it out. Either way, just check out our channels. Check out Legendary with Jopless. All of our peeps have a YouTube channel. Appreciate you. Cheers.
Cheers, Alex.
Cheers.
All right. So shout outs for me. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing a transfer with my brown ale to the secondary fermenter. So it'll probably just be another 30-minute live stream. I like to just kind of capture the whole process of doing the beer. I got to do a grain to glass video like Beerman. That'd be fun. I also still have to watch that video, Beerman.
Oh, it's long. Get you some food.
Yeah, but I'll probably maybe throw it up podcast style. I like to listen. I've been listening to Clawhammer Supply a lot while I'm working. So That'd be cool to just throw up and listen in my headphones while I'm working, you know.
Nice.
Yeah, look out for more beer reviews. Going to hang out with Eric, BJ, and Alex this weekend. So we're gonna do a bunch of videos. Look out for that. Monday we're gonna be reviewing the Jefferson small batch. I believe it's a small batch, right? The original Jeffersons. So we'll do that one. That should be fun. Yeah. Other than that, let me shout out. I'll just shout out Beer for Breakfast, Facts for Snacks again. He recently just hit 1,000 subs. Totally deserves it. He's a really cool dude. Check him out. And then also check out Joe Skull. JoeSkull. Does like malt liquor videos. So they've been popping up on my newsfeed. I've been seeing a bunch of malt liquor YouTube channels. So check them out. Cheers.
Excellent.
Cheers.
All right. Beer Man is. Oh no, Bumpyisms is up next.
Bumpyisms.
All right. How about this? Check out Funky Uncle John.
Ooh.
He does a bunch of different food reviews, and he's live usually a few times a week, anyways. Different hours, it seems like. So that's Funky Uncle John. I call him FUJ. On my channel, I got beer reviews. I've got frozen pizza reviews, and I sometimes film myself cooking and eating what I cooked. So either cooking in on the stove, cooking out on one of the grills that I have, and yeah, that's my channel, Bumpyisms.
Nice. Yes,
Let's go to the Beer Man.
right. Yeah, so I'll just share out Salsa and Brew. He came up on my list when I was looking through everything. Let me throw a link up just so you guys can get it quickly. His last thing was it was a 3-person kind of thing where they all talked about something. Serpentine cider they were talking about. So they go on brew trips and stuff like that too. So that's kind of cool. Tacos and classic cars. Yeah, it seems like I need to actually go here. He's only got 89 subscribers, 15 videos, so check him out. As far as my stuff, I got 2 lives: Beer and Cheese Tuesday, 8 o'clock Eastern, and 5 o'clock mine, and then you got today's show, which was all spun out at 6 o'clock, 3 o'clock mine. Yeah, so everyone got some. We had an ABV game, and then we had the wheel get spun for everyone and give you some great, awesome words that you get to go find a beer and come back the next week. So check that out. I've got a Schwartz beer that I'll be putting into the competition, national competition for AHA, American Homebrewers Association, has a competition there, and I'm hopefully going to win. Haha, just kidding. No, but it's a Schwartz beer, black lager, and it's almost done. I'm going to can that soon. I'll send a couple out actually to some of you guys. I know 4 winners were on my show, so I got to get those out to you. But I'm definitely going to get some for the competition. We got a Kolsch right here that is slowly getting ready. So for my own self, I'm not doing anything till after September, which I just got the airplane tickets for Boston today. So it's definitely on. You will see me if you set aside some time to do that. Yeah, so hopefully we can all meet each other by that time. It'll be September 4th to the 11th. About 5 days roughly is what I'll have before I got to go, arrive and go back to the airport. But I am renting a car too, so I'll have a little leniency there as far as getting around. I'm just trying to think. Oh, I'm doing a Märzen too. I'm doing a Märzen beer, which I'm going to have ready for Oktoberfest time. And I'm actually going to send them to either Tanner, Eric, or Bumpy. I'll probably send 9 of them out so you guys get them. And then when we get there, we'll try them out. and see how that goes. That'd be kind of fun. Other than that, that's really all I got. I try to do some beer reviews, but it's just I get caught up with my live beer days and stuff like that. So I've been more of a brewer than a reviewer lately, except on your guys' shows or mine. So there you go. But other than that, thank you, Eric, man. Appreciate it, dude. Cheers. Cheers, guys.
For joining once again, Beer
Good
Man. So I guess shout outs for YouTubers out there. Go check out Jimmy C and Friends. He's always got a little live going on. He's chatting with all the friends, and sure he's always got a Zoom link ready to go if you want to join up. He's usually pretty accommodating. He's not usually a I don't know, he's usually pretty unconfrontational. So go check out Jimmy C and Friends, the non-beer reviewing side of what we do, I suppose. And longtime beer reviewer, Albino Rhino. Y'all remember that guy? Come on now. Check out his beer reviews. I haven't watched him super recently, but why not? One of the OGs and in Canada, nonetheless, are still doing it. So check them out. And if you stayed along for this long into the program tonight, you know exactly what channel you're on, the Massachusetts Beer Reviews show for the Thomas Metal 75 channel of YouTube. We do this every Wednesday at 7:30 Eastern, Boston, New York time, the Wildcard Wednesday. Just bring a beer, wine, spirit. Don't be a douche. Any adult beverage will work. And the channel is mostly devoted to beers. And we'll do whiskey reviews like you did today, and some more tequilas and agave spirits to come in 2024 beyond. So, hey, I appreciate everybody joining out there. Have I missed anybody else in the chat? I think we got to everybody that's been in the chat this evening. So thanks everybody for joining. This has been really good. Again, as Alex says, stay tuned for whatever is going on the YouTubes over the weekend, whatever streams and or reviews from Tanner, myself, and or Alex may be producing on their various channels. And before we go, I think Alex would like to say something.
This out Beer Master. We will see you all on the next live stream and the next video. This is Beer Master signing out. But cheers, everybody.
So
hell yeah.